Level with me real quick. I was thinking of an intro, but honestly, seeing how this boss attacks our buddies frame 1 without so much as a hello, she isn't even worth it. Let's just get straight into it. Let's get some quick quirks and immediate notes out of the way. Besides her being fast as fuck, she has a permanent core and 4 parts that spawn from the get-go and repairs itself periodically throughout the fight. Alongside that, a vast majority of the moves I experience, especially when making this video, were particularly favored towards the middlemost Nikke as well, so using someone tanky would work out best here like Cinderella. There are also turret shots that happen periodically throughout the fight. I won't bother talking about this one though because it's a really boring ass move. It's just standard turret shots to 1 Nikke. I will leave it on screen if it happens next though, so the timeline is somewhat accurate. To initiate the fight, Egovista will start off by using Earth Rendering Slash, which is an attack where after a bit of an Elden Ring level windup, she will swing her sword at a singular Nikke, typically the middlemost one. Take note, despite this swing seeming like a normal ass attack, this shit hits twice. Meaning if your crown shield breaks on the initial attack, you will take full damage on the second hit if you're still trying to attack her. Next she does the turret filler and then follows up with Lacerating Wave. In this move, she's going to instant transmission away and then move from side to side, following up with projectiles called wing blades to attack the random Nikke. This cannot be intercepted, but it can be dodged, though it's a little tricky to dodge on such short notice since it's random, but there are signs to prepare for it in advance. To those unfamiliar with what dodging is, you can avoid certain projectiles in the game by swapping from the position the incoming attack locked onto you is coming from to the other position. I'll demonstrate it here. The boss locks onto a Nikke. I quickly get into the shooting position, and as the boss stops throwing projectile locked onto my shooting position, I swap to cover position. The wing blades hit where I was at, and I lost nothing. Do note you can do this the reverse way too, but it will damage your cover if you have any there. Next up, Offset Strike. This one's very important because it's, oh, who am I kidding? It's a normal AoE, just cover her shield and you'll be good. She then uses Sundering Blade. This is the same as Lacerating Waves, but instead you can intercept it this time. It can't be taunted and doesn't show who it's targeting. It does move slower though, so you can easily figure out who it is and then dodge the attack accordingly, given what I told you before. I prefer dodging here rather than try to intercept because the boss leaves the arena anyway, and you don't waste any resources. She then will demonstrate that she forgot she had any other moves and then go back to using Earth Rendering Slash and then repair parts, in which you also follow with the turrets, and then go back to Lacerating Wave again. She then remembers she isn't limited to 3 moves again and then uses Bloody Strike. This move does a thrusting attack on a singular Nikke, which is typically the middlemost unit. If this Nikke is hit, then they will take sustained damage. This move is a little problematic because it pierces through cover. It seems like it can also pierce through Crown Shield too, though this part I'm slightly unsure. But you can also use Cinderella here to tank the attack and not take damage using Decoy. Next is the obligatory screen QT called Void Splinter Burst Form. Okay, that name kinda goes hard. Anyway, this one is especially longer than most QTs. The boss will do 3 sets of QTs that will gradually appear, which will be 2 sets of lines and then 1 circle with 1 in the middle. You cannot progress to the next set until all circles have spawned and have been popped. So if you have enough AoE, you can just wait until the last one spawns in every group and pop them all at once. Do note that this screen QT is very long, so if you plan to use full burst into this for an easier time, be efficient with it. The boss then decides it ran out of moves again, so he does yet another Bloody Strike, followed up with another Lacerating Wave again. And then a slightly new move called Shadowstrike Dance that will hit all Nikkes 3 times, which is basically the same as Offset Strike, but with more moves. From there on, he will do Sundering Blade again, followed by turrets again. And then Void Splinter second form, which is your run-of-the-mill special interruption where only electric units can attack a boss and circles. If you pop all 3 circles quickly, you will have to face another Bloody Strike, followed by another Lacerating Wave. But if you stall it out, you'll probably have to deal with less of these. If you haven't killed a boss by then you would have probably already ran out of time. Overall, this boss seems pretty overwhelming at first, but manageable when you actually start playing against it. Here, I'll showcase most of my run with 3 level 1s, utilizing most of the things on this video to give you an idea. I would show the whole thing, but I'm a dumbass and didn't record everything.